Hey guys, Jeremy from Brunch Boys, Sydney from Rockaway Butter.
Hey,
It is
hey.
our last day here in Japan.
Sad.
Yeah, but we wanted to give you our top 10 things to do if you come to Japan.
Yeah.
Sort of like what our favorites are and what we just think like most people would enjoy and like.
Yeah.
So let's get started with number one. I would say to fly out All Nippon Airways.
Duh.
It's really good. Yeah, I mean obviously flying business class was nice, but the flight was really easy. Flights from LA, flights from New York. Food was amazing.
It was awesome.
Puto ramen.
Casually get a Puto ramen, and it's also on the snack list, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, you
And
just like buzz it and get it no matter what
yeah,
time it's
the
flight.
seats fully reclined in business. I was living my truth, without a doubt. Yeah.
Okay, and then next I would say you gotta go to the food markets.
Yeah,
Sort
without
of
a
like
doubt.
in every city we went to, we found a really amazing one, and I think it's just such a great way to taste a lot of things and really
Yeah.
get a feel for the cities and the cultures of wherever you're at.
Yeah, I think whichever market you're at, I think you can tell like that they have the food from that region, and you can get a good sense of where you are, and yeah, get to taste a lot of things at one time.
Which
is
was your
always
favorite
good.
market we went to?
You know, I know it's a classic, but Tsukiji, the
Yeah,
outer market,
same.
is so rad. I mean, you can feel, you can taste the history and the culture that's there. And oh man, they have this one thing, it's called daifuku, which you can get anywhere, but it's like a piece of mochi, and then they stuff it with like a custard cream, which is my favorite, or matcha, red beans, and then they put one whole beautiful strawberry on
The
top.
strawberries here have been so good.
I mean,
They're in
there's
season.
the fruit in Japan is crazy good, but the strawberries are in season, especially right now. I had one in July and it tasted as good as this one, so I don't even get it, but super juicy, super chewy at the same time. Get that if you're there.
Cool.
3?
Yeah, number 3 I would say go to convenience stores.
Oh yeah.
We went to them probably multiple times every single day. 7-Eleven, Family Mart,
Lawson's.
It doesn't really matter. I know it sounds weird to be like, oh, go to 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
No, the food is fantastic.
It's amazing. I know it does sound weird, but in Japan, everything is truly better. They just take so much pride in what they do. So run in, grab
Like Don
sandwiches.
Santo.
You can grab, they have the hot coffee. They have
Hot food and cold food, or
right.
whatever, yeah.
A ton of stuff that's frozen. They have microwaves for you to use. They're great. I mean, I think the onigiri is my favorite, which is basically a rice ball stuffed with something. My favorite is the tuna mayo, and then it has nori on the outside.
Yeah, and these convenience stores are literally on one block. You can see 3 7-Elevens.
Oh yeah, and they're
So
also
crazy.
inside hotels. They're inside
Every
these
train
massive
station
buildings.
has
Every
them.
train
the
station will have
platforms
it.
of the trains had them. You cannot turn a corner and miss them, and it's just easy to grab stuff on the go. And just
Yeah, like
snack.
trust us. Please go into them because you are going to be mind blown.
So number 4, I would say check out the Team Lab experiences. We accidentally went to one in Hiroshima.
Like literally stumbled upon it.
We heard these noises and saw these
Yeah.
lights around Hiroshima Castle, and we went to the one in Tokyo. And both are it's like these
Called Borderless.
immersive art exhibitions. I guess, of
And they're
color,
massive.
sounds,
I mean,
yeah.
they're in the one here in Tokyo. I mean, it's like in a warehouse, and these rooms, you go into all these different rooms, and it's quite an experience. That
It's
was
really cool.
very
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, and we bought tickets ahead of time. We didn't have to wait because
Yeah.
later in the day. I know a lot of people said
Yeah.
it's a long wait to get in.
We
so
got
that's
there at
the
like
idea.
5 or 6. I would definitely go later. We had a friend try to go today actually, and he said
went
it was
at
a
10 when it opened, 2
2-hour
hours
wait
just to get in.
Oh man.
Yeah, and once you're into you want room to play with things, to take photos, I would say go later in the
Yeah.
day. And the one in Hiroshima, I mean, I don't know if he was even open during the day, but I know he was really cool.
I think it might have probably been only at night.
Yeah, because I feel like you didn't get that experience.
Yeah, I mean, they lit up the castle.
Yeah,
like,
it was really good.
that's crazy. Yeah, do it. If not, just for the Instagram.
All right, next up, I would say definitely make sure you check out the temples and shrines. I mean,
Oh,
again,
definitely.
those are in every city. They're sort of hidden pockets of things. I think it's just really cool to see the dichotomy of sort of like the newer, bigger cities, and then hidden are all these nice, beautiful, old school temples and shrines. Even
Yeah.
though a lot of them have been rebuilt, they've been rebuilt to look like the ones from 500 years ago. Which is really
Yeah, and even like that castle in Hiroshima, I mean, they have these moats
cool. Yeah, that's
built
cool.
around them, and it's so beautiful. I think Osaka Castle, you can probably skip it, but it's still, it's just like a very modern museum inside. But in general, yeah, check out the shrines. In Kyoto specifically, you can't walk more than like 100 feet and
and
not
there's like
see a
bigger
shrine.
areas in Kyoto too, of just like feeling very old school.
Oh,
which is
yeah.
really, really appreciated. It's cool.
Yep.
Another one of my favorite things was actually our dinner at the Yatai in Fukuoka, which is probably our favorite thing we did in Fukuoka.
Yes.
Yeah. There's like their little like pop-up tent restaurant things, mostly along the river there.
Yeah, it's a very common thing specifically in Fukuoka. And yeah, they literally weren't there during the day, and then all of a sudden,
We know because we
Popped up.
looked to eat at them. We were like, where are these things?
Yeah.
And then like a couple of hours later, they all popped up.
yeah, so if you're in Fukuoka, I would try to go to this specific area by the river because I think it's just, I mean, it's so beautiful being right along the water.
Yeah, I think the experience was really cool, and the food was really good. Like we were sort of like thinking, like, oh, it might just be
Surprisingly
fun, but yeah,
Yeah.
The food was really amazing.
And also when Jeremy said dinner, that was actually a
Oh,
dinner
so-
appetizer
it was our pre-dinner.
for regular dinner.
Right, you can go and eat a full dinner.
Be a normal person and
Yeah,
just
we
eat
were
one
just
dinner.
lunatics.
Yeah.
So another thing we really loved is all the amazing basements in Japan and what
Yeah.
you could find in the basements more specifically than the basement structure itself.
Yeah, and when we say basements, that is like if you go into a department store, if you go into a train station, if you go into an unassuming building, like literally these basements and department stores are everywhere, and basically you walk in and it is a food paradise.
Yes.
Bento boxes, karaage, tempura, their fruit and veggie selection is insane. That is the place, like if you want to try the, $100 grapes, that's where you go.
So then one of our experiences that we really loved was the bamboo forest.
Yeah.
That was super cool
I
in
love
Kyoto.
the bamboo forest.
It took what, 20
In
minutes?
Adashiyama, but it's right outside of Kyoto.
Right, we said Kyoto.
Yeah.
It took like maybe 20 minutes to get there, and just like something I've never seen before. It's so beautiful and really epic, and
It's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
I think when you first walk in, you're like, bamboo. When you walk deeper
you
in,
walk through it. Yeah.
I mean, they're so tall.
They're so tall and just like it covers.
Like you
just get
literally have
lost.
to
Yeah.
crane your neck that much just to see above. It's an experience. I think you should try to go really, really early so you're not, running into a million people. But I think certainly something to do, and it's an easy, couple of hours outside of
Kyoto.
Kyoto. Yeah, we also went to an onsen by there.
Yes.
Just that little tidbit, and it was great.
So number 9, Miyajima, which is one of our favorite experiences outside of Hiroshima.
Yes,
Took
it's
like
an
a little-
island,
yeah.
and there's different ferry options you can do, like quicker ones. We took one that took 40 minutes.
40 minutes, but from where we were staying, it made more sense.
Right. It was also nice. So it was like a small little ferry. I mean, only maybe 30 people could fit in
Yeah.
there, and then we took a big one back that was quick. But
And 40 minutes wasn't so, but I mean, you slept the
no.
whole time, so
Yeah,
it was
I did.
very easy for you.
I can sleep anywhere.
But on the island itself, they have that beautiful shrine. That
Yeah,
it's the
it's a
floating shrine.
Kushima
Looks like
shrine.
in the water. Some of the best street food we had.
Whoa, the street food here was really good.
We had
Really
the
good.
giant oysters, we had the curry pan.
Yeah, we had karipan, which is imagine like a donut. I think it's kind of like a malasada, if you guys know what that is, which is a Portuguese donut, but deep fried, and inside is curry, Japanese curry, which is a little sweeter, and whole oysters
Well, this one
inside
had
of it.
whole oysters. They have different
Right.
things. The one we found there
Yes,
specifically.
normal karipan is just straight curry, but this one had oysters in it. Oh my gosh,
Really
so
fun.
good.
And there were deer everywhere, and just like very old school, and it was just a really fun experience. I mean, we probably spent half a day there.
Yeah,
and
it was
definitely
it
worth
was rad. I wouldn't have thought that we could spend so much time there, but it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then finally, our last thing is don't be afraid to splurge. I think that in
Yeah.
general, you could come here and you could find like really amazing cheap food, but I think also like the experiences that we had, spending a little extra money, sometimes like you don't have to go do it every meal, but at least
Yeah, you
do
can
it
ball out
once.
a little bit if you want to.
I mean, buy that $80 sando. Get
Yeah.
that omakase. I would say it's absolutely worth it, and even that you say $80 for a sandwich, still you tasted the value in it. I think you're
And
here
you can
experiencing
see
it.
like how much care they're putting into it. And at home, don't buy an $80 Wagyu sandwich, but here you can do that.
Yeah.
And it's really worth it.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of the cool part about Japan. It's like you can make your trip as expensive
Yes.
as you want it to be. You could get $5 ramen every day and it's going to be delicious, or you can, ball out a couple meals here and
get
there.
the
So,
omakase.
yeah.
Like the omakase we did in Kyoto.
Oh man,
So
yes.
good. Really just like special experience. I think that value is
Or
way
the-
more than the money value. That
Yeah, or we did kushikatsu
yeah.
in Osaka.
yeah, that was really cool.
Good stuff.
Well, then overall, I'd say come to Japan. That's my number 1 tip. Come if you're not here. I don't understand why you would. I mean, it was on my list forever. It took me forever. I don't know why I waited so long.
It's the best place in the world.
I love it. That's it. Now we're gonna go home.
Well, actually, we're gonna go to convenience stores and we're gonna go.
One last stop at the convenience store.
One last
and
egg
then
salad
home.
sandwich, and then that's it. But then we get to eat more Ippudo ramen,
That's true.
right?
Yeah, because we're flying
with
back
All
on it.
Nippon
Yeah.
Airways. All right.